In business news, as Nigeria fully enters a second wave of COVID-19 pandemic, the projections for economic recovery is put under question. Analysts say the provisions of the 2021 budget may be minute to boost economic growth in the year under review. TVC News business correspondent Adesewa Odusoga reports.
Exhausting, challenging, unexpected. All of these adjectives describes the turn of event in the significant year 2020, where every aspect of life was affected, not sparing the Nigeria's economy, which kept grappling for survival. Not only did Africa's largest economy fight a revenue shortfall, the country hit its worst recession in more than 4 decades. Transitioning into the year 2021 is one which many have longed for, as though the year is tagged the year of recovery. An indication of this is the title of the Nigeria's 2021 budget. But the provision of this budget has since been doubted, where expert, while speaking on Business Nigeria, says it is minute to boost recovery.
You look at the budget, capital expenditure thankfully has been increased from 3.6 to 1.1 trillion. That's the approved budget. But this is still very minute looking at the infrastructure deficit and a lot of the gap. So there needs to be a framework that would provide confidence for private investors, especially whether domestic or foreign investors, to come and support.
Part of the factors that shaped the underperformance of the Nigerian economy is the scarcity of the dollar, shaped from dwindling oil prices. But with the Brent crude selling at above $50 per barrel, there are certainties that there is comfort for the CBN.
The $1.5 billion World Bank loan would also help provide some form of support for the external reserves that the CBN has been using to intervene. We believe that even as the economy also picks up and we begin to see some form of stability in the economy, we may begin to get more inflows.
While there are a series of growth trajectory for the country, Nigeria's economic recovery is now said to be largely dependent on first vaccination, as well as the second wave of the COVID-19 pandemic, which had the major headwind that could mar the country's economic growth. Adesewa Odusoga, TVC News, Lagos.